Today I find myself in Juniper Valley Park, situated in the Middle Village neighborhood of Queens, New York. My short story today revolves around a quaint family burial ground known as the Pullis Farm Cemetery. In 1822, Thomas Pulis acquired 32 acres of land in what was then known as Juniper Swamp, establishing his farm on this plot. Back then, the area was part of Newtown Village, later adopting the moniker Middle Village around the 1830s. The name derived from its location along the Williamsburg and Jamaica Turnpike, now known as Metropolitan Avenue, positioned midway between Jamaica in Queens and Williamsburg in Brooklyn. The first documented interment in the Pullis Cemetery dates back to 1846, marking the resting place of a child. In the 1930s, a weathered headstone was discovered for this grave, bearing the year of demise and fragments of a name. The child was recorded to have been 1 year and 10 months old. By the 1930s, only 3 headstones remained intact, one of which belonged to Thomas Pulis himself, who passed away in 1854. In 1851, a ban on burials within Manhattan prompted families to bury their deceased on private property. Throughout Queens, several private cemeteries still stand, which were once family-owned farmland. I've previously covered a similar site, the Remsen Cemetery, in one of my videos. Thomas Pulis, in his will, prohibited the sale of the family cemetery, ensuring its preservation to this day. Although the exact number of graves within the cemetery remains unknown, estimates suggest there are between 5 to 9 burial plots. In his will, funds were provided to build a wall around the cemetery, and one assumes that the iron fence surrounding the cemetery was built using a part of those funds. For decades, the Pulis Cemetery fell into disrepair, overrun by weeds, litter, and subjected to vandalism. It wasn't until 1993 when a local resident named Ed Shusterich took initiative, rallying community support to restore the cemetery. Starting with weed removal, Shusterich and fellow volunteers formed the Pullis Farm Cemetery Historical Landmark Group, dedicated to its upkeep. This effort resulted in the designation of the cemetery's surrounding area within the park as a quiet zone, where sports activities are prohibited. With no funding from the Parks Department, Shusterich and his team relied on community donations and volunteered labour. Their grassroots effort attracted attention, earning Shusterich the title of Park Warden, where he was provided with a shed in the park for tool storage. Over the years, donations came in, including a new gravestone, a flagpole, an official landmark sign, and donations of statues and ornaments, enhancing the cemetery's aesthetic. In 2022, Mr. Shusterich passed away, leaving behind a lasting legacy cherished by his family and the community. His efforts transformed a neglected area atop a cemetery into a picturesque park. So, as you explore Juniper Valley Park, take a moment to visit the Pullis Farm Cemetery and appreciate the communal dedication that breathed life into this piece of New York's history. The cemetery can be found alongside the road of Juniper Valley North at the intersection of 81st Street in the Middle Village section of Queens, New York.